To set the stage, let's first establish the importance of special education inclusion in mainstream classrooms. Inclusive education is an approach that fosters a sense of belonging and ensures that all students, regardless of their abilities, are educated together in a general education setting. This inclusive environment provides opportunities for social, emotional, and academic growth for all students involved. Now let's explore some practical strategies that can assist brand new teachers in effectively supporting their students with special needs. Welcome to episode 142 of the Teacher Rockstar podcast, a place where tips and strategies critical to the new teacher are discussed. We share the latest educational research and best practices so that the new teacher can be better equipped for a successful classroom experience. I'm your host, Steve Hiles. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about special education inclusion, strategies for supporting students with special needs in mainstream classrooms. But before we get into today's topic, I do have a question for you. Have you completed your first year of teaching? Or are you a brand new teacher that just graduated college? Well, if so, would you be interested in having somebody to mentor you to ensure your success in the classroom? Well, if so, stay to the end of this episode and I will provide you with the link to learn how you can. Also, I want to mention that you can find us on YouTube. Simply go to the search bar and type in @TeacherRockstar. Check us out over there. Okay, so let's get started. There are 6 strategies that I want to share with you today. One of the approaches is to familiarize yourself with education plans or IEPs. Now, it is essential for new teachers to understand the individualized education plans or IEPs of each student in their classroom. These IEPs outline objectives, adjustments, and adaptations crucial for the student's success. To gain an understanding, arrange a meeting with the student's parents or guardians, education teacher, and support staff. Now, the second strategy I want to address is that it involves instruction. Students with needs often require instruction tailored to their distinct learning preferences and abilities. By utilizing instruction strategies, you can provide support to each student. This might involve modifying assignments, offering assessments, providing scaffolding, or incorporating assistive technology. It's important to remember that being flexible and creative in your teaching approaches can cater to learning needs. This brings us to the third approach, which is centered around communication and collaboration. To create an inclusive classroom environment, it's crucial to establish relationships with education teachers, support workers, and other professionals. Seek their guidance. Maintain communication with them to exchange information. Also, you need to make an effort to keep channels of contact with parents or guardians, showing them that their voices are heard and respected as partners in their children's education. The fourth approach focuses on UDL principles, or Universal Design for Learning principles, creating a learning environment in the classroom. It means ensuring that all children benefit from an emotional setting. Consider incorporating modes of representation, interaction, and expression such as hands-on activities, visual aids, and promoting student collaboration. It's also essential to establish expectations, routines, and effective behavior management strategies that contribute to a welcoming classroom atmosphere. Okay, let's take a look at strategy number 5, which revolves around developing empathy and fostering inclusion. Cultivating a classroom entails encouraging students to empathize with and understand others. Implement discussions and activities that promote tolerance, respect, and appreciation for differences. To promote collaboration, facilitate teamwork, and plan inclusive projects, you have the ability to cultivate peer relationships. By creating a welcoming learning environment where every student feels valued and respected, you can encourage empathy and social inclusion. Okay, now we're coming to our last and final strategy, strategy number 6, continuing professional growth and ongoing education. All right. It is crucial for new teachers to keep progressing in their development. Seek out techniques for education through workshops, conferences, and other online resources. Engage in learning communities. Engage in conversations with educators and stay up to date on best practices and emerging research. By investing in your development, you can effectively support every student. Well, this brings us to the end of this episode on special education inclusion strategies for supporting students with needs in mainstream classrooms. If you remember at the beginning of the show, I mentioned if you'd be interested in having somebody mentor you and ensure your success in the classroom, and that I'd provide you with a link to learn how to do that. Well, here you go. The link is as follows: tra.teacherclassroomresources.com. That's tra.teacherclassroomresources.com. I want to thank you for listening to the Teacher Rockstar podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hiles. Should you have a topic that you would like me to address on the show, all you simply have to do is shoot me an email. I personally read every single email that comes in, and I'd love to hear from you. Also, when you get a moment, visit our website at teacherclassroomresources.com and subscribe to my newsletter for the latest educational research, best practices, and unadvertised free bonuses. And while you're there, check out our blog for some of the latest educational research. Also, don't forget to subscribe to us at the Teacher Rockstar podcast. And if you'd like to support us, please feel free to share our podcast with others. Post about it on social media. And if you feel comfortable doing so, leave a rating and review. That would be greatly appreciated. I want to thank you again, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. And remember, my friend, you got this.